Off you go. Chapter 15. I'm writing this the day after our students from last year have picked up their GCSE results after 5 long years of being a huge part of the school. This is a day that feels a little bit strange for all sorts of people. For everyone who's involved in the final school exams, teachers, you, your parents, your grandma, who's promised you a fiver for every top grade you get. It will seem like 1,000 years from the minute you left school after your last exam, shirt covered in pen from your friends' messages of kindness, tears streaming down your face even though you've tried so hard not to cry and put your throat muscles through a huge workout for the whole final assembly saying goodbye, to the moment you're handed a brown envelope. Your teacher will smile and say good luck, but you won't hear a thing. You'll try to smile, but your tummy will be jumping around like a jelly on a trampoline, being dragged down a bumpy road. And then it's the moment. You've thought about it a million billion times, and here it is. These are the ones you've been waiting for. At this stage, what will go through your head, and what will have already gone through your head a load of times throughout that summer, are these things. If I haven't done well, then that's just awful. If I haven't done well, then I have absolutely no future in the way I thought I would. If I have done well, then have I made the right choice for what's next? What will people think, however I have done? Should I open them now or wait? Once you've got them, opened them and had a quick look, in between breathless, blinkless moments of panic when your eyes are watering a little bit and you feel every single eye in the room is on you. They're not, by the way. They're much too worried about how they've done themselves. Then you can start to plan your path into the next bit of your life. Before you can do that, or even think about that, though, you need to take some time for you. The approach to this day will feel like it lasted forever. At that stage, it will feel like you first heard the word exam results day the moment you were born and have never not been thinking about it. The hard work you've done getting ready for them, thinking about them and chatting about the papers and grade boundaries with your friends, and in the newspapers and websites, radio and TV stations, blaring out about them for the last week, giving hourly countdowns. It will feel like a really heavy iron suit of armour from the olden days that knights used to fight in, which you can only strip off once your own battle is won. This is a metaphor. Do not wear chainmail, iron-plated suits, or anything else medieval to pick up your exam results. It's not necessary. It's also probably not a good idea to take a horse with you to collect them, given the mess they could make of the school's reception area with the lovely carpet. You know what I mean. Afterwards, there are some other things to make sure you do and don't do. Number 1. Don't compare yourself to others. You've done your best. That's all you can do. Thinking, well, if I'd got this extra mark here, then I could do that college course with Cassie, and she didn't even revise, and I know she's got a tutor, so it isn't even fair. Does you no good at all. Number 2, be angry, then be proactive. It's fine to be disappointed. If you haven't got what you wanted, or what the college or apprenticeship you were looking forward to wanted you to have, then it's normal to feel like you've taken a punch to the stomach. You've got 2 choices then, accept it or fight back. Plan the next few months and chalk off accomplishments day by day, week by week, month by month. What's your goal and how are you going to make it happen? Just because it didn't go right this time does not define the rest of your life. Go out there and put it right. Number 3, enjoy it and be proud. If things have gone well, then don't feel you have to keep it really quiet, because some others are a bit fed up with what's happened. You have grafted and worked, and probably cried, for this single piece of paper folded lovingly into a brown envelope by your teacher, and now you deserve your chance to be proud of yourself. There will have been times in your life when you felt as if you didn't fit in, when your best wasn't ever going to be good enough, when you couldn't even imagine that results as good as these would be yours. But take a second to take this bit in. They are yours. Nobody can take them away, and they are worth celebrating, so get your swimming stuff on and jump into the paddling pool in the back garden. Number 4. Ask yourself, where do these fit in? Now you've got them, How do they work for you? If you wanted to do an apprenticeship, do they get you where you want to be? If you're looking at going to college or sixth form for more classroom studying, do they do the business to get you there? Have that chat with yourself nice and early, and if you need to look at resitting any, then make it really clear to your next place that you're happy to do that. And those future plans that you have, where do they fit in there? If that envelope and what's inside it ticks the boxes you've been asked to tick to move into the next bit of your education, then great. If it doesn't, then what needs to happen right now so that you can do it as soon as possible? Number 5, talk to people. I can't shout this loudly enough. Imagine I'm shouting this really loudly, okay? Talk to people at school. It's quite likely that this will be one of the last times you'll be able to use everyone at school. It's very likely in the busy, buzzing chaos of results day, most people you need will be there in one place. From your head teacher to your head of year, and from your English teacher to your careers advisor who told you a couple of years ago that your goal of being an astronaut by the time you're 17 wasn't going to happen. You. If I can drive a car, then I can definitely fly a space shuttle. Careers advisor. I think it's definitely great to have goals, but shall we maybe look at something leading up to that at first? You. No, I want to be a spaceman. Careers advisor. You definitely can't do that when you leave school. You. Oh. A-levels in English and politics then? Careers advisor. Much better. The fact that they're all together is great for a few reasons. Firstly, if it's gone well, to get someone to slow motion film you running down a line of them, high-fiving dramatically, and then set it to dramatic music later, before sharing it with your friends with an inspirational quote about hard work. Something like, what comes easy won't last, what lasts won't come easy. Far more important though, is that you've got a lot of very brilliant brains in one room that have all got one interest at the centre of them. You. Whatever your question is, go and see the person who can help. Want to know the grade boundaries in maths? You know where to go. Think you've made the wrong choice about which college to go to, and are worried about your decision to study a 3-year course on basket weaving and flower arranging? Was the wrong option? Speak to the careers advisor. It's all too much and you don't understand what's on your paper and what's all the different numbers mean. Grab your brilliant teaching assistant who's been supporting you for 5 years. Want to have a good old cry as you just feel rubbish and don't know why? Go to that person who's been there for you and have that good old cry. Number 6, own it. You have no choice about this one, but it's a state of mind thing. Your envelope is your envelope, and whatever is in there is in there. Good, bad, ugly, or beautiful. It's yours. However you feel about it, be open, honest, and realistic about it, and get out there. Use it as a starting point, and don't be afraid to be proud of what you did. Exam results day can be in someone's life when growing up becomes a reality for the first time. And if you've not been working hard enough for a few years and knew it really, then use today as a springboard. You might feel elated and want more of these days. In that case, go and get more. But if you feel heartbroken and miserable and don't ever want to feel that way again, in that case, remember that feeling and plan how you're going to do things differently so that it never happens again. Number 7, and please let people know. Your team, who's ever's in it, have been waiting for this day for the same amount of time as you have. Your mum, dad, brother, sister, auntie, uncle, cousin, grandma, granddad, nana, your mum's auntie's cousin, the lady in the shop you go to on your way to school, your boss at the Saturday job. They're all living this day too. They've woken up this morning and probably haven't slept well. They're staring at their phone, wondering if it's broken. They're texting people just to check messages are getting through. And they want to know how it went. Make sure you don't forget your squad. Text them, call them, send a telegram. Ask your grandparents, like emails, but before emails existed. And the Queen still sends British people one on the 100th birthday. Fact. Hire an aeroplane and fly a banner across the sky. Pay for a whole page advert in the local newspaper, or even, which to be honest seems much easier, just go and see them. They're proud of you. They care about you and your future, and they're there to celebrate the good with you. and cushion you if it's less good. Overall, the beautiful, confusing, topsy-turvy chaos of results day is one that you can plan in loads of detail for. But all of your planning can quickly unravel the moment something happens that you didn't expect, good or bad, or even just weird, if Starbucks is closed on your way into school, for example. In that case, the world has definitely ended, because it never closes. It's a day you're likely to remember forever, one of happiness, pride, tears, sadness, goodbyes, and it's the day when you become clear about the next step. After today, you probably won't see some of the people you've spent years and years with, ever since nursery, when that boy nipped you and you still haven't forgiven him. And added to the envelope of mystery, that's a lot to take in. By this time, there's little point in saying it, as the ink on the paper already in the envelope is already printed. But good luck, fingers crossed, and go out and own the day and your results, and in a few short hours, the future will be here.